Good afternoon, EIS. Good afternoon, everyone who is around the world, if you've stumbled on this by accident, and welcome to our now third online YouTube assembly. And how are you holding up there, Mr. Daglish?
I am doing not bad, thank you, Mr. Marsh. I've noticed that the trees are starting to blossom with the greenery now, and it's because it's springtime. And I don't know about you, sir, but just going to the shop seems to be a beautiful experience. How about you?
It absolutely is. It has made grocery shopping an exciting and wonderful experience. I almost feel like I need to get dressed up a little bit to go out now. It's been a truly different experience being this long now that we've been inside. I'm starting to lose track of the days a little bit, almost like being on holiday, but a very working holiday.
Yeah, I do know what you mean, sir. And sometimes I think so. Blimey, three of these little assemblies we've done now. The time's going quickly, so.
It has. Well, hopefully we're back at school fairly shortly after our upcoming holiday, back on the 12th or 13th, I believe it is. We'll confirm those dates, but let's hope so. How's your kids been doing with International Week, Mr. Daglish?
Oh well, we've had some great videos and some great photographs and great artwork. I don't want to mispronounce it. I hate when I have to say things in Russian. Holoma, I think we were doing. We came from Victor. That's traditional Russian art. It was very beautiful. Sana and Yor sent a fantastic video from Japan, literally from Tokyo, about origami and Children's Day on the 5th of May. And Liba did a fantastic one on Pakistani food, and she had the henna and the traditional dress and everything. And yeah, the guys have been great. We've got our own little display board, and I know we've been trying to put some stuff in Padlet as well, Mr. Marsh, so just to represent the whole school as well, you know.
Absolutely. And for those of you who are not aware of it, it should now be on all of your home pages on Canvas. So make sure that you check to see, there is a link on our page now to take you to our International Week Padlet, and you can see everything, all the amazing work that the kids from EYFS right up through to secondary have been doing. And there's a lot of great, fantastic things there.
Amazing. Well done, guys.
Absolutely. Well done, well done, well done. So I think we will start here with our amazing stars, showing off that, you know, even though we're at home, even though we're locked in, that teachers are paying attention to all of the amazing hard work that you are doing. We'll start with Mr. Daglish.
Absolutely, Mr. Marsh. You know, we don't miss a trick, as they say, and everything is appreciated. Everything is well received, and nothing goes to waste. Okay, well, it's a bit like in nature. So, you know, when there's a carcass in the savannah, and the hyenas and the vultures come, you know, something serves a purpose. We'll find a home for it somewhere. Right, EYFS double star award winner to get us kicked off, sir. So I hope you held on to that hat. Right, here we go. And this person has got the award for Russian from Miss Elite, as well, of course, as Miss Jackie for early years. And this goes, well, let me just read out the description first, I think. For Russian, studying hard all week and all term, okay, not just what we call a flash in the pan. We just had a great day, the odd day, all the time, and that's why you're getting that award for Russian. And as far as Miss Jack is concerned, this person's been engaged all week and made videos about her learning. And here's a bit of a clue, Mr. Marsh, especially an amazing video about Colombia. So maybe that's. And so congratulations to Manuela. You are a good egg and a double star award winner. So well done, little one. And say hello to Tiago, because he's a good egg as well. Right, that moves us swiftly on to year one. Miss Pollard, and I've chatted to Miss Pollard about this as well. This young chap, okay, I'll give you, there's a clue. It's a young man, it's a young boy. He's doing very, very well. And just listen to this description, Mr. Marsh. Working really hard in all subjects and using English whenever he can, because we know it's so important for our school. He has learned many new phonics sounds and can now start reading English. Okay, so this is a big deal, okay? And this goes to Vorva. So Vorba, congratulations, young man, and keep it going. I'm very, very happy for you. And now, Mr. Marsh, round up, come to the circus, because it's my clowns are on the show now. It's year 2. And double star award winner again, Mr. Marsh.
Oh, well
It's just getting exciting. And this person has won a Star of the Week for PE and for me, the zookeeper. And this person, let's see if you can guess, Mr. Marsh, by judging by the description, because I think you might get this. She completes all of the PE tasks very quickly and has great results with throwing and catching. So a bit of a little athlete, I think we've got in our hands, Mr. Marsh. So think back to last year's
I may have an idea who that might be.
Someone did very well in sports day last year on my relay team. Right, and I'll leave this little section to the end because this will definitely give you away. Great English assessment results. Okay, I did a few English assessments, nothing too heavy, fantastic results. And right, a couple of clues here. Did a fantastic video with about origami and Children's Day in Japan. And what I'd like to say is not only congratulations, Sana, because I think we've guessed it's you. Well done, little one. But the difference in time is a big deal. They're 6 hours ahead, Mr. Marsh. And they're still engaging, they're still doing the homework, still doing everything they need to do. And you know what? I think both of those guys are inspirational. They really do. So well done.
I know that Miss Peoples has mentioned Yo a few times about just, the effort that they're putting in with that enormous time difference. So really well done, Yo and Sana. Excellent. Thank you guys so much. We will jump up here to year 3. We've got a couple winners from year 3. No double star winners, but we do have a couple winners. From Miss Elizaveta in French, and again, my high-tech method here, has done an excellent performance and of this French song. I can't pronounce the title of that song, and I'm very sorry, Miss Elizaveta. My French is not as good. Perhaps I should be taking her class. Goes to Jawoon. So well done, Jawoon.
Jawoon, Mr. Marsh. He's a legend. Jawoon, he's a maths genius as well. So, Francais and mathematics. What can you say? The guy's a genius.
Yeah, I'm not a very good Canadian when it comes to the French language, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're going to find out how good of a Canadian I am in a little bit with our challenge. So stick around for that part. In year 3 as well, from Mr. Utting, for excellent participation, engaging with the class, submitting work to an improving standard. Well done. This goes to Tiago. So, yeah, the Brazilian coming strong this week.
Happy family. Well done, Tiago.
Yes, well done, well done, well done. And in year 4, we have 3 winners in year 4. Again, quite a large class, largest in Key Stage 2, but still really well done, guys.
Yeah, well done.
From Miss Marina in music. She has apparently put together a presentation where the kids have to create songs using wind chimes. So I'd be really excited to see that if it gets up to our school's display board there. For an outstanding presentation with the water chimes, also working consistently hard throughout the entire week and the entire term. So consistent is the important word here. And that goes to Lena. Well done, Lena. Excellent work. Good job. And from Miss Elena in Russian, for excellent grammar results, recognizing letters and sounds in words. And again, when you're learning a new language, that's a heck of a challenge, trying to piece together the sounds in these new languages. And really well done. That goes to Victoria. So
Victoria.
Excellent work, Victoria. And of course, from Miss Pretorius, for completing work to the best of his ability, always doing more than he's been asked to do, and helping other children on the teams during the conference calls and other things. He's stepping up to help others. So that really well done. That goes to Sebastian. Excellent work, Sebastian.
Awesome. Sounds like a great team player, Mr. Marsh.
He absolutely is. Or to use your parlance, a good egg.
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely. And in year 5, has increased attendance in online lessons, is really engaged, making valuable contributions. So really well done, really well done. And this goes to Sissy in year 5. So well done, Sissy. Excellent.
Well done, Sissy.
And in year 6, this young lady, she's a special one, came right out of the gate with 100% on her first math test.
Really?
Did really well across all of our assessments this week. Also always participating, always engaged, helping others, and making some very wonderful videos to which you can see on our school Padlet. So well done. And this goes to Amalia. So well done, Amalia. Good job.
House captain as well, yeah.
Yeah, good job.
Setting a good example, Mr. Marsh, that's for sure. Setting a good example.
Absolutely.
That's what I expect of house captains. And by the way, Mr. Marsh, I tell you what we forgot last week. Just reminded me, so I put it down on my very technical recording system. Birthdays. We forgot birthdays last week.
We did.
We
will have. I think what we will have to do is we'll have to make up next week, and we'll collect all of the birthdays for this month for the weeks that we've been in quarantine. How about that?
Yeah, we can work around it, so we can do it. Yeah.
And also, just to keep you aware that we haven't forgotten about house points, and we are still working on a way to record them virtually so that we can continue to add them up over the course when we get back.
We'll figure something out, Mr. Marsh. Like I said, none of this animal goes to waste. Okay, we'll figure something out, and even if we do it after the fact, I don't know, but we'll get there.
It's proving to be a bit of a challenge to collect them, but your teacher is not shy about a challenge, and as you've probably been aware, Mr. Daglish and I are not shy about a challenge either. And having said that, with the theme of International Week, Mr. Daglish and I were discussing about how some local languages, even though we both speak English, we both have different phrases and different terms. We call it slang. So what we are going to do today is we are going to challenge each other, and you can feel free to play along at home and see if you can challenge yourselves to understand which of our local slangs, see if we can guess what the true meanings of them are.
Yes, Mr. Marsh, and anybody who is familiar about where I come from will know that 90% of the language is probably slang. And I have to change a lot of what I say when I'm speaking with guys, and I slow down the way I speak. And yeah, you probably couldn't understand a word back home, but nevertheless, this is about International Week, so we're learning each other's cultures and differences, and it's
absolutely. So should we just alternate? What do you think?
Yeah, let's just alternate. I don't mind starting if you'd like me to go for it.
Absolutely, go for it.
Right, okay, so this phrase is very famous in the British Isles, but you may have heard it, and it's something unique to where I come from, okay? And I'll give you some context, Mr. Marsh, if it's proven too difficult. And it's this: why I, man?
Why I, man?
Why I, man?
Okay. A little context might help.
Okay, so are you still doing okay despite the lockdown, Mr. Daglish? Why I, man?
So, why I, man, I'm thinking means something like, well, yes, of course I am.
Yeah, it certainly is, Mr. Marsh. It certainly is. And it's quite famous from where I come from. But yeah, why I? You can say it with all types of different intonations, okay? So it can be why I or why I, you know, just like that, basically. But it's quite famous from my neck of the woods. So okay, all right. Let's see what you've got, sir.
All right, I'll start with a super easy one. It's actually not really a phrase, but more of a word, and that word is toque. So a toque. So it's a bit cold outside. Make sure you wear your toque.
Well, a toque. Okay, interesting. Well, I might be cheating a little bit, Mr. Marsh, but you've given me a lot of clues there. Something about the weather, and it looked like you were putting some type of hat on. Maybe a toque is a type of hat.
It is a type of hat, but something very specific to winter.
Right. Is it a moose's head hollowed out?
While that would be very warm, it is definitely not a moose's head. Think of knitted things that you might purchase at, you know, a knitted cap, or what you would call it in the UK.
Okay, well, I'm guessing it's just like sort of what slang would class as a dut, so like a woolen, almost like a what the Ramblers wear, like a bobbled hat. Is it like that style? Yeah, without the bubble, perhaps?
Yeah, a little knitted cap that you would wear in the winter. I think in Russia they call it a shapka.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure of the exact phrase, but okay. Round two.
Right. Okay. So I don't want to do phrases all the time because I could go on forever with the guys with my lingo back home. But I will do. So I will do this thing, this noun, I guess, and it's a stotty.
A stot.
A stotty.
A stotty.
Yeah.
Is it like a type of food or something that you would wear?
It is a type of food. Okay.
Stotty.
Stotty.
Hmm.
I tell you what, Mr. Marsh, it tastes fantastic if you get a whole load of chips with vinegar on and some salt and pack it in the stotty with a bit of butter in there, real butter, clamp it together and get chomped into it.
Well, my first thought was to go to something like a fish and chip shop, but I'm guessing that's not quite correct.
You can get stotty from fish and chips.
Is it a bit like a wrap?
It's basically like a big round bun, okay, and it's like that. It's like what we call like a bin lid, right? And you can have it like you can slice it into corners because it's very thin, it's about that thick, see. And you can put it in the corners and you can chop it, and it just seems to be the done thing in my neck of the woods to have a stotty chip sarnie, chip buddy, with the stotty. It's
now you're making me a little bit hungry.
Yeah, sorry about that. I am missing that type of food.
That's all right. Well, in that case, I'll give you not quite food related, but something to do with a restaurant, and it is something very specific to Canada and specific to a shop in Canada, and it's called a double double. There's no misunderstanding the words, and so I'll use it in a sentence. I'm just heading off to the donut shop, and I'm going to grab a double double. Any idea what a double double might?
Double, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to use some Sherlock Holmes type of thing here because you're saying you're gonna go to the donut shop and grab a double double. So and by the way, I refer to double doubles as the 4 times tables in year 2, Mr. Marsh. Is a double double? Is it a drink?
It is a drink. More to the point, it's something you put in the drink.
Double double. Okay, is it amount of sugar you put in the drink?
You got one of the doubles.
Sugar and syrup?
Not syrup. That would be pretty gross.
Well, Canadians.
Think of a popular morning beverage in North America.
Right, I'm with you. So the drink and the ingredient that goes in. Okay. So it's got to be coffee.
It is coffee.
With lots of sugar, I'm guessing.
2 milk and 2 sugar.
Right. Okay. 2 milk, 2 sugar.
It's something very specific to a chain of stores in Canada called Tim Hortons.
Right. Okay. Now I know. If I need a pick me up and I'm in Canada, I just ask for a double double.
Absolutely.
I'm really tired. I can ask for a triple.
You can.
Really? That's scary. Okay. Right. So I want to give you a choice, Mr. Marsh, on the last one. You can have either a phrase or a noun.
Let's go with the phrase.
I'm pleased you said that. I've got lots, honestly, but I'm going to go with, and just because I'd be interested for the guys back, even likes of Mr. McPherson would be interested in this. So I'm going to say this: gan and yam.
Gan and yam.
Gan and yam.
Gan and yam. I'm going to, and yes, I am. That's a rough guess.
That's a very good guess because you got the first half right. So what did you say for the first half?
Like, I'm going to do something. I'm gonna.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going yam.
Yam. In the morning?
No. Think of somewhere. Think of a building. I'm going yam.
Think of a building. Yam as a building.
Like, yeah, not so much as in the structure. Like, let me give you a clue, Mr. Marsh. It's 4:30 at EIS Southwest, and I say to you, Mr. Marsh, it's time. I'm going yam.
Going home.
Correct, Mundo. You've done very well. Very well.
Excellent. All right. I have the last one, which is a very, very specific to Canada. I'm not, these things exist all over the world, but I've never heard them called this outside of Canada's borders. And it's an article of clothing called a bunny hug.
A bunny what, sorry?
A bunny hug. Like
a bunny hug.
Give me a big bunny hug. And it is something that you would wear if you're a bit cool, a bit chilly.
Right, well, the only thing I can think of, if it's bunnies, has it got something to do with the ears?
There's no ears on it, surprisingly enough, but it does.
It's not like, it's not warm.
It does come up over your head.
Bunny huggers. Wow. Is it, well.
I know, it's a bit challenging.
Gloves?
Think of something that you would wear if you're a little bit chilly and you're just popping out. It's got a nice little pocket right in the front for you.
Ah, so like a hoodie.
It's exactly what it is.
Ah, cool.
For whatever reason in Canada, not even all parts of Canada, but Western Canada refers to a hoodie as a bunny hug.
Bunny hug.
Yeah, so something very specific to Canada.
Maybe we can have a hybrid, like called a bunny hoodie. Maybe set a chain of
a hoodie hug or a bunny hood.
Yeah, of course
yeah,
we can.
You never know.
Got on the market.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed this challenge. And once again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for participating. And again, mostly thank you to the students for all your continued amazing hard work during International Week. We look forward to Book Week coming up. And I know that we're going to have some challenges. Your teachers will let you know what those are at the start of next week. So on behalf of Mr. Daglish and myself,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We wish you a very happy Friday, a wonderful weekend. Make sure that if you can get outside, even if it is just to take out the trash, keep your sanity, get outside, get a little bit of fresh air, keep yourself healthy and happy.
Absolutely. Mr. Marsh, is it Easter this weekend for the Orthodox religion? I might be wrong.
I'm not entirely sure, to be really honest.
If it is, all the best. If it isn't, well, enjoy next year. Have a nice weekend, everybody.
Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.